dear participants, dear colleagues, it's my pleasure to take part in this important event with Mr. Haldun Koktur, the CEO of Adem Yaşar Lima Kosovo International Airport, and Mr. Kyriakis Pozirikidis, CEO of the Hell Expo in Greece. So it's a great pleasure to be here. Sorry for being late, coming from ministry directly in a traffic jam. In the spirit of reshaping the Western Balkans region through infrastructure projects, today in Pristina we want to highlight the progress made so far and emphasize the importance of climate-positive infrastructure development. When we consider investing in transport, in energy and digital networks, we always have to make sure that it serves the region and it serves the people. In times where the global needs for climate-positive infrastructures are huge, my purpose in talking with you today, and I'm sure this is why the Economist asked me to speak to you at this important summit, is to make the argument very clearly that getting infrastructure development right is first, and above all, getting the politics right. I can see from the program and speakers for the summit that very wise people are looking deeply into important matters such as development and growth, sustainable energy, technology, and finance. These all matters to getting it right, but not will matter if the politics isn't right. I did not say it's easy, but I do say that if you want to change the trajectory of infrastructure investment in the region, to meet the huge outstanding need, we will need to create the structures, incentives, and the level of confidence needed to encourage EU and IFI investment. Allow me to say a few words about the reshaping Western Balkans region through infrastructure projects. The infrastructure development must be consistent with the zero emission goals. So climate neutrality is firstly in the target, actually. Secondly, indeed, it's about good governance and transparency. We call it partnership, and it will be value-driven with high quality and high standards. Therefore, I must say that the example we are giving of the new initiative with Albania is an outstanding and exemplary one. It is an excellent showcase, indeed, that the Kosovo and Albania are working together to bring it to life, the new rail project, Durrës-Prishtina Railway Connection, and we look forward to it considering that we have already launched the feasibility study and concept design for Durrës-Prishtina Railway Connection. Teaming up with Albanian Ministry of Infrastructure and Energy and both countries financially supporting this project will make the transition out of road transport and into rail transport of goods and people. I think that this partnership will be a blueprint, similar partnership with other countries. The construction of railway line from capital city of Pristina to the seaport of Durrës is one of very important project. This railway in the general interest of the future developments of the railway transport for passengers and in benefit of whole Balkan region, and moreover, this would be a shorter railway connection to the railway corridor 8 with the railway corridor 10, which will also be connected with the future container terminal in Pristina, the dry port that will be constructed in the location next to Pristina, also as a big important project in our country. Such large infrastructural projects are not only going to increase connectivity in the region and integrate our markets, but they are also indeed in alignment with the carbon neutrality. Replacing heavy truck transportation of commerce, which is inefficient, will lead to a lower greenhouse gas emissions. This will happen by reducing numbers of heavy trucks in the road, reducing highway congestion, and it will also become cheaper for our market to import and export goods efficiently. That will be left in our majority highway infrastructures will be passengers fleet, which will soon be incentivized to move into hybrid or in the near future to move into full electric, especially given the rising cost of vehicle fleet fuel. In order to accommodate that, we are setting the right legislative and technical infrastructure to allow publics and private sectors in transition to eco-friendly mobility. Everyone in this room knows that, as I do also, the vital importance of infrastructure, the people's life, to functioning communities, and to the growing national economies. And I'm sure I don't need to detail for this audience the incredible shortfall in infrastructure needs in region, as we often think of it with the IFI estimating that the region requires at least 5 billion euros in infrastructure investment. This is both a tremendous challenge, but moreover a fantastic opportunity. The investments in infrastructure and transport make up the necessary components to create conditions for an economic development. The geographic location of Kosovo and the influence on trade and transportation coast underlines not only the importance of the development of such a system, but also helps to integrate it fully with the neighboring countries and the region. This is this kind of leadership that we need for this important initiative for the region. At the end, I would like to congratulate you for organizing this very important event, hoping that this summit will greatly assist in further boosting cooperation between all the countries and in obtaining the best practices in the field of infrastructure and transport network, a key into integration and development. I hope I have served the purpose for being here and provided some useful information, and will be happy to take questions for further discussion in this issue with you. Thank you for your attention.